Paint lovers, listen up. When it comes to exterior paint, Home Depot's Behr Marquee and Lowe's Valspar DuraMax both claim to be the best. But which one truly outperforms the other? Stick around because the winner might just surprise you. As we consider coverage and hide, think about paint pigment like sugar in syrup. The more sugar, the thicker that syrup is going to become, because that's how coverage works. The Behr Marquee has a high pigment volume. This delivers excellent hide with a variety of colors. It advertises one coat coverage for select shades, but there's a caveat with that we will discuss in about 30 seconds. It has a smooth consistency and good leveling, and strong warranties backing performance. Here's the cons. This is a thick paint. It's almost like applying chocolate pudding to the outside of your home. And we also talked about that one coat hide with selected colors. As we look at Behr's own tech data sheet, you see at the end in very bold print that 2 coats is recommended for optimal durability. This can possibly be interpreted as misleading information. As we turn our attention to Lowe's Valspar DuraMax, it has a good pigment load with very solid hide. It's usually priced slightly lower than Behr products, and it has a smooth finish and good flow. The negatives are, it generally needs 2 coats to get good full coverage. The hide isn't quite as strong on bold colors when compared to Behr, and their warranty is a lot less comprehensive. So the winner in this category is Behr Marquee when it comes to coverage and hide. It has a higher pigment volume, and albeit somewhat misleading, they do have a stronger one coat claim that will give it the edge. Let's talk about UV and color fade resistance. I want you to picture thousands of tiny little umbrellas offering you plenty of shade when you're at the beach. That's exactly what UV protection in a good exterior paint does. As we look at the Marquee, they really do have some quality advanced UV blockers. This is going to help to maintain the color longer. That fade resistance is also supported by a solid warranty. Also, when you dig into the resins, they are truly durable and designed for long-term color retention. Here's what it could work on. There is a slight performance variation depending on color and sun exposure. Premium UV protection is only available in select lines and colors, and warranty terms can be very complex to interpret. As we turn our attention to Valspar, this contains UV inhibitors as well as acrylic binders. This goes a long way to assist with fade resistance. It does a nice job and performs well in moderate climates. It also has better mildew resistance, and this in turn indirectly helps to have really solid color retention. The negatives are, it has slightly less fade protection than the Behr Marquee when it comes to lab tests. It also shows color fade sooner in extreme UV conditions. And the warranty is shorter and less specific about fade coverage. So the winner in this category, the Behr Marquee, edges out slightly for UV fade resistance. Our third category is adhesion and flexibility. Adhesion is like Velcro. The better the hooks and the loops, the stronger the bond is going to be and will have less peeling under stress. The Behr really has strong adhesion, especially when the surface is properly prepped. It has good flexibility for most climates, and it resists cracking and peeling well when applied correctly. The negatives are, it's slightly less flexible than Valspar's copolymer enhanced formulas. Performance drops on poorly prepped surfaces, and it's not recommended for extreme weather without expert prep. As we look at the DuraMax, it has flexible acrylic binders that really improve crack resistance. It has excellent adhesion, even in humid or variable climates. The enhanced mildew resistance helps it to maintain integrity. The things that it needs to work on is it's slightly more prone to dirt pickup. It requires good surface preparation for maximum performance, and there's a more limited color selection when compared to Behr. The winner in this category is Valspar DuraMax. This takes the lead here because of its amazing flexibility. Let's now talk about water and mildew resistance. A good exterior paint beads water like wax on a car. When water rolls off, mold and damage simply can't get a foothold. The Behr Marquee has decent water resistance and does a good job of keeping moisture out. It has mildew-resistant additives that helps to reduce mold growth. And it's backed by a mildew warranty in many regions. The negatives: the water-beating tech in this paint is less advanced than that of Valspar's. The mildew resistance gets weaker in humid climates, and it requires proper surface prep and cleaning to prevent mildew. The DuraMax, on the other hand, has advanced water-beating technology. This helps to repel moisture. It has strong mildew additives. These fight mold and mildew aggressively, and it's excellent for humid and wet climates. The negatives: the water beating can wear off over time if it's not properly maintained. It has a slightly higher price point in some regions, and thankfully you're outside because it requires good ventilation during application. The winner here is Valspar DuraMax. It has superior water and mildew resistance. We're now going to talk about price and warranty. Buying paint is kind of like buying shoes for a marathon. The cheapest ones might possibly get you to the finish line, but the right pair keeps you comfortable, protected, and will perform its best over the long haul. The positives about the Marquee is it's a mid-tier price with a strong 15-year exterior warranty. It has excellent value and high-end performance, and it's widely available nationwide. The negatives are it does have a slightly higher price point than more basic paints. The warranty specifics are going to vary by region and color. And no matter what region you are, some DIYers just find it too expensive. As we look at the DuraMax, it is a bit cheaper than the Behr Marquee. It has a 12 to 15-year warranty depending on location, and it's great for a budget-conscious buyer who needs mildew resistant. The negatives are the warranty is often less generous and more limited. There's slightly fewer color choices, which means that you might end up having to pay more to get what you want. And no matter how much money you have, its availability varies by region. So the winner in this category is Behr Marquee. It's going to edge out the DuraMax for value, a longer warranty, and better performance. So let's break it down. If you want the best coverage and hide with a higher pigment volume, go with the Behr. The Marquee also has a slight advantage when it comes to UV resistance, but the Valspar has the better adhesion and flexibility. It also wins when it comes to mildew resistance, but if you want the best quality, or we'll say bang for your buck, then Behr has the edge. Well, if you're seriously considering which exterior paint you're going to buy, you're certainly going to nerd out on this particular video. Here we break down Sherwin-Williams Emerald Exterior. We talk about its chemistry, we figure out if it's worth a premium price, and we discuss real-world results. I'll make sure I link to it in the description below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.